It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, give to Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. This quarterback part of their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Pulls and fires complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Got his man downfield. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Snags it and he's open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! First score of the game goes up. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over. There he goes! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He might want another play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Simmons to throw. Got his man. Could not make his way to the corner. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Red Raiders! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And the extra point splits the uprights. adjust, take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to Hardy. There's a little room there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Bringing the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Simmons. Gets it out fast. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wide receiver going in motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The run inside. It's Hardy. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Complete. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Carter. Gashing the D on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Running inside, it's Dickey. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Get it out on the screen. Got room at the 35. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. Picked off. Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Motion from the wideout. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. Powers through the defender. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing Simmons. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Sacramento State Hornets. And it's the Hokies trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but
They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in, it's Carter. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to the ground with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The run inside. It's Williams. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Running inside, it's Dickey. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the red zone, it's Williams. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Trying to punch it in.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
3rd and goal for the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Hardy. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Simmons flips it out on the screen. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Quarterback may change this route. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Hardy again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Dickey. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
From the gun, give to Hardy. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
A run for the quarterback. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. One more time, it's Hardy. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow-developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to Hardy. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers.